Oh my gosh. That was intense. Hey guys. Hey everyone. Welcome back, or welcome to those who are new, to yet another sketchbook tour here on the channel. This one's been a bit long awaited. I've posted a lot of doodles and stuff across social media from this one, so I'd say it's finally time to crack this baby open and just look at its contents, see what goodies are in store for us. This is definitely the most battered sketchbook that I've ever had. Eesh, definitely spilt coffee on it. It's so warped a little bit right here. Gross. But I definitely went on a journey with this sketchbook, to be sure. Moved cross country in with my partner, and definitely a lot of other fun adulting things. But overall, I'm very proud with a lot of the drawings and stuff in the sketchbook. Definitely very fond of a lot of the memories in store for this. So it'll be a nice trip down memory lane. And let's see, hold on a second. For those who are gonna ask, this is a Strathmore 400 series. I really like drawing in this sort of size of sketchbook. It's not the most portable. My current sketchbook, I would say, is definitely a much better size to take with me whenever I'm hanging out with friends or out in the town. But I really like just having a nice big old sheet of paper to just fill up with doodles and stuff. That's kind of usually how I operate with a lot of my sketchbooks. I'm not very precious. My goal with this one, I wouldn't say it was intentional, but I do a lot of like conceptualizing and note taking, comic storyboarding, all that stuff. So you'll see a lot of that in here. I typically don't theme or do that sort of thing with my sketchbooks. I kind of just treat them like journals, diaries, but except with more pictures and less writing. Except not this one though. There's gonna be a lot of writing in this, but yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's about it in terms of little things to keep in mind while we flip through it. This is definitely going to be a very unstructured, very rambly video, so feel free to have me on in the background as you doodle, game, or suffer. I don't know. But yeah, so without further ado, let's just crack this baby wide open. Well, oh wait, let's see. Actually, when did I start it? December 30th, 2023, and I finished it all the way. Oh, actually, not that far back. May 28th, 2025. So technically, it took me a year and some change, like 2 pennies, to finish this. Which, you know what? I would say for a sketchbook this big and this long, that kind of that checks out. Not bad. But without further ado, once again, let's crack her open. Here, there we go. Make sure it's nice and centered. But first page. Hey, yo, new sketchbook. Cool. Who's this? I don't know who that is. They seem pretty cool, though. Then, nice little doodly page to kick things off. I think there's in this sketchbook, I do know that I was trying to practice a lot more like grayscale inks and stuff like that, just to kind of replicate my the way I doodle digitally and do comic work and stuff like that. So that was what I was trying to do the most in here. So I drew from like a photo of myself and then me, just to kind of compare. Then I did one of my partner. I really enjoy drawing in this sort of Adventure Time like ish style with the dot eyes. It's very fun. It's a very fun style to draw in. Then on this page we have some Elden Ring OC doodles. Melina. I think that's Shinji. You can tell because of the tuft of hair. He's just hanging out, as he does. And then my Elden Ring OC Thadric, perpetually tired and unhinged, just like me. And a cool night guy. And Millennia with an impressive wingspan. Very good. And then, ooh, this is when I was getting into like horror anthology podcasts. So this is like some Old Gods of Appalachia stuff right here. And then I think this is supposed to be like I think this is Frodo, or like Schmeagol before he goes like, crazy with the ring and all that. And then this is, I'm sorry, I forget his name, but the guy from Magnus Archives. There's a little recorder. And then because I was listening to a lot of really cool, horror anthology podcasts and, just kind of like monster-centric audio horror, I kind of got inspired by just all the descriptions of like the monsters. So I just kind of doodled this guy up. He's kind of like, I'm not quite sure what he's supposed to be exactly. It's like a mix of Krampus and like I don't know, like Bahamut or something. I have no idea. He looks cool though. Looks like a very, you know what? Actually, this is like if Krampus and like Margit the Fell combined. I think that's what I was kind of going for, like a Krampus Elden Ring sort of character. And some more Elden Ring Horaloo doodles. I think these are what inspired me to kind of go ham on that like cool speed paint of Elden Ring doodles. That one speed paint on my channel, that was like all in like one sitting because I was in the process of like moving cross country, and so I had a lot of free time on my hands because like a lot of the stuff in my bedroom was just packed up and stuff. So I couldn't play Elden Ring, so I just drew Elden Ring and I watched Germa streams, and it was really fun. Very peak brain rot, but I love this though. This is like my favorite doodle of Horaloo I think I've ever done. He's just so square. And then some more Old Gods of Appalachia doodles. Cool dragon guy. I think I was trying to draw the weird monster from Old Gods of Appalachia. It's like, I think it's episode 3, but it's that weird like grafted together creature thingy where it has like eyeballs on its like arms and like everywhere. It's really weird, but I tried to draw it as best I could, but it just kind of looks like line spaghetti right there. There's another Thadric. He's just creeping around. And then there's a Kendall and Sarah from the BBC Club. Some more doodles, and then I think that's Germa. I like these two. These are fun. This is what I mean. I like drawing in this sort of like dot eye style. I feel like you can get a lot of expression out of so little. And then some OC stuff. Elijah, Clyde. Another Thadric. He's I think in this sketchbook, Thadric is gonna be like Link in my most previous longer sketchbook tour with Link, where he's just like perpetually everywhere. I don't know why. I think I just like, I love drawing his hair. Like this hairstyle in Elden Ring is quite literally like the perfect hairstyle option for me to draw. And then some more, and then random character who works with them and stuff. I don't know what this is. I think this is either mine or my partner's Beastrin character in Dragon's Dogma 2. It's very funny. Some more doodly stuff. I don't know what this was about. I think I was just really frustrated after a very long day at working at Redacted Custom Frame Shop. And some, Fullmetal Alchemist doodles. I like this one. This one turned out kind of nice. I don't know why. I have such a hard time drawing, like, bangs like this. Kind of like, exaggerated anime bangs. I don't know why. It's just, like, it's a very just, like, complex thing to adapt to my style. Because I try to be, like, find that middle ground of, like, cartoony and realistic. So it's, he really tries, tests my patience. Or at least, like, I don't know. He really challenges me. But I like that. And some Persona 3 doodles. This guy. Just I'm not sure, working guy. Probably works at Best Buy. That rhymed. Bars? Oh my gosh. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Cool little dragon. Some bug wings. And then a Persona 3 shadow. More Persona 3 stuff. I like these. These are just little orb versions of the starting cast in Persona 3. More Edward Elric. This is me really trying to like kind of find out how I can draw his hair in my style. I think this is a really good attempt. After drawing all of this, I got to here. which isn't bad. But I think, you know, I still could do better. Some cool knights. I think these were some warm-up doodles. And this is Percy Jackson. But I think I was kind of like combining the TV show actor with like a lot of the props and things from like the books, or at least how they're described. More random scribbles. Trying to figure out how to stylize like anthro character heads. Ooh, this is what I was talking about. Kind of like a lot of the conceptualizing stuff. This is what is it? I was trying to build upon the design of, what's it called? The Fearmonger from this one grad show illustration I did in my senior year of college. And so, which I'll put it on screen right now, but like that, you know, the big old thing with the yellow spooky eyes. I was trying to like kind of develop a much more fleshed out design. So that's what a lot of this is, and kind of like what would their origin be, and whatnot. That's a spookiness. This sketchbook was honestly very cathartic, and I've mentioned it a lot elsewhere, but I'm really, you know, this sketchbook really kind of helped me lean into be wanting to do more horror art or horror centric kind of, you know, storytelling and stuff like that, because I love me some horror, big horror fan. And so this sketchbook was me really kind of embracing that. Here's some little note taking about some OC lore, backstory, all that stuff. I really like this doodle of Clyde here. I especially like how I just kind of drew the tunic. This guy's cool. Whoa. That's like kind of, you know, every once in a while, like a little thing like this will just pop out, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's these little moments that make me appreciate just, you know, drawing in a sketchbook, because I'm not sure if this kind of free-flowing creative thought process would have happened, because whenever I'm doing digital art, I'm trying like always super hard to be very like pristine and clean, you know, all that stuff. But in a sketchbook, I'm like, whatever. It don't matter. This is when I saw Dune Part 2 in theater, so I kind of was drawing a mix of my interpretation of the characters by listening to the audiobook, and also like just, you know, what they look like in the movie. So this is kind of like my interpretation of Paul Atreides from the books. Trying to like capture like a very regal prince look with his haircut. Like very like clean, prim and proper, so that way he like escalates to this when he finally becomes like, you know, the Duke of Arrakis. These are, I think these are kind of like just what I was thinking the people of Getty Prime would look like. This is one of the, I think, what is it? Oh my gosh, I'm a fake fan. I forget her name, but you know, spooky lady. But you know, put your hand in the box. That's that's how I envisioned her. And then maybe some of like the Harkonnen soldiers and stuff like that. This is like definitely Raban. Kind of what, oh, this is when I was really getting into Dragon's Dogma. Oh my gosh. This is when I was playing Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen on Switch while moving. And so I made me and my partner, you know, the two main characters. That's the one thing about Dragon's Dogma that I love. It's literally just like, oh, you can play fun fantasy simulator with like your OCs or like your partner if you want. It's so fun. Cool demon gargoyle guys. This guy looks fun. I like that it's just a mix of all sorts of things. So it's like bat, dragon wing, and then whiskers, like rabbit face, and then like, you know, ram's horns, and a nice little like dragon tail. I like this guy. These are cool pants. Some more OC doodle stuff. Lots of conceptualizing. This is Margot and Ark. Two other characters that are besties with Elijah and Clyde. I really need to want to make a cool like group illustration of them all, but I keep like want to like have a cool fun concept. Another, oh my gosh, this is a guy, I need to draw him more, but this is another OC that I have in mind for Elijah and Clyde's story. This is Paul, big ol' sun bear. Lots of OC rambles, things like that. Trying to like just do a lot of world building as well. And this is when I also started playing Final Fantasy VII, but the original one on my Switch. Kind of drawing what, you know, I would think the characters looked like. I like this one right here. This is a pretty cool Sephiroth. I like how I drew the pants. Always, I love me a good baggy pant. Sephiroth just being very terrifying and slay. I gave him pointed ears. I'm sorry. I just feel like, imagine Sephiroth with pointed ears. Would that not be like just kind of add to his aura? I think he looked pretty cool. It would really lean into his whole like one-winged angel bit going on. Ooh, these are some character sketches. I haven't fully landed on one that I like, but I want there to be a cool like botanical teacher for like Elijah, because I have a cute little backstory for him that like he wants to study botany and stuff, and so he likes to volunteer at like the greenhouse in like the kingdom that he lives in, and she like, you know, is kind of like his like, I don't know, his mentor and stuff. Very cool. And so I was just coming up with cool kind of like satyr or you know, different designs like that. I like I think I would say I like this one and like this one the most. I really enjoy how the side profile turned out. And then some more Final Fantasy VII doodles. Got Clyde and Barrett and Tifa. And some, just like some shields that I thought would look cool in my my comics world. And then this is what kind of was like the, what is it, like the blueprint / storyboard of the one comic that I made, the mini comic I made, Speculum Inferni. And I still have yet, like, I have like a much longer version of this comic that I'd like to do, but I'm just very, I don't know, I don't feel like I am quite ready to make it, so I'm trying to, you know, just like be at a point where I'm more confident in my art to make it a reality. But this little comic, I was like, well, you know what? I feel like I can at least make a small tidbit of what I'm envisioning, so you know, at least people have an understanding of like what kind of story these characters like are a part of and whatnot. Hopefully that made sense. I hope that hopefully that wasn't too like huffing my own artistic farts. This is also like really great practice though for like paneling and like storyboarding and stuff for me. Ooh, spooky scary. I do wish though that I think if I were to change one thing about the final mini comic, I wish I kept this instead of what the hell have I done? Instead I wish I put just my imagination perhaps, because I'm like, you know, I think that would kind of still have the same, you know, emotional punch, but just a little less dramatic. And we got some cars, cool little knight from Pinterest, and some 2B from Nier. Ooh, and then I was I think I didn't replay Nier Automata, but I definitely had it on the brain, so I just kind of doodled my own Yorha units, but just in different kind of clothing styles and like aesthetics and whatnot. This one's cool. I like just the checkered skirt. This one's also my favorite. I love kind of the armored sort of like top she's got going on. And we got some of the, what is it, different ones for the lads, the boys. It's like, you know, I'm realizing this is like if Yorha combined, like Nier combined with like Lies of P. I think that's where my mind was at, because I think Lies of P was also coming out, or had come out. So I just was like, you know what if like, I don't know, in like the Yorha units just got a little fun with some of their armor and like outfits, you know? Some more comic conceptualizing stuff. Here I was trying to come up with casual outfits in the world, because like I really wanted to kind of strike the cool balance that Nimona has, where it's like fantasy but like modern, and they like somehow managed to like just fit that perfectly, where even like the casual clothes still look more fantasy than they do modern. So I was trying to like kind of find a nice balance for that by like doodling up some different outfit ideas. You know, dark academia, fantasy, casual. Some figure studies. I think a lot of these were just kind of a range of like Pinterest models and like, you know, other things like from memory. Another potential character, just kind of like trying to doodle up some like side characters that would probably like, you know, be in the same knight guild troop as Elijah and Clyde. And I think this is me trying to draw Vic Michaelis from Very Important People. Didn't really get there, but you know what? I gotta try again at some point. Here's a nice little mini comic strip of Ark and Elijah interacting. Random doodles. I like this little design. This looks cool. I think this is also from Pinterest. Danny Phantom. Denji Power. Ooh, this is a cool little Makima doodle. She looks very imposing here. That's because she is. She scares me very much. My Beastrin from Dragon's Dogma 2. I think this is my partner's pawn. That's my pawn, Margot. Or no, what was her name? I don't remember. Little storyboard idea that I had. Oh, this is me trying to actually do that bigger comic that I had mentioned earlier, but I think I just like got caught up with like moving that I never got around to finishing it. But this is kind of like, I would say, a really great example of like what goes into the thought process when I do get around to doing a comic. Just because I'm so bad. I'm the kind of person where like I will procrastinate so long from like writing or doing another comic until I feel like I actually have something to make, you know? And then I'll like do it in like a huge burst in like a weekend or like a whole week, and then I'll be like, okay, that's it. And then there'll be like a long stretch of time where I won't feel very creatively inspired. So, you know, I don't know. It's something that I'm trying to work on and be a little bit more confident in my execution abilities, because while like this year doing like my character redesign project helped out a lot with that, I would say when it comes to like bigger comics like this, I get like cold feet. You know, I have like a lot of mini comics that I want to do, but for me it's just more so a thing of like time management. But yeah, I'm very excited though, because I think I'm getting closer to a point where I'm more confident with my storytelling abilities and stuff. But as they say, you know, at some point you just gotta make the damn thing. And I promise I'm getting there. We got some more doodles. Oh, these are some Mad Max doodles. This is Furiosa. And an anime girl. Lots of fun doodles on here. Some anatomy studies. Screaming faces. And then this is me kind of coming up with what would Clyde's casual wear be like. He's very much, you know, as much as he seems to have like a very casual and like go-lucky demeanor, he's very, very anxious all the time. And I would say that can definitely be reflected in his wardrobe. Wears a lot of stiff, you know, high collars, long sleeves, you know, tries to keep himself protected at all times, as opposed to like, you know, Elijah. He's much more, you know, open, doesn't really worry about that kind of stuff. Oh, hello. That's crazy. Here's some more doodly bobs. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what this guy is. Cool helmet though. I like this. I think this I don't know if this is from Star Wars or not. I think it is. And then, ooh, this is the start of that one animatic that I made not too long ago. More Persona 3 doodles. This is definitely when Persona 3 Reload came out. Then here's some doodles of my OC Kenji. I hear some OC backstory stuff. Random Brightburn doodle. Oh my gosh. For whatever reason, I loved this movie in high school. I like the concept of it. It is, it could have been a little bit more, I would say. But I don't know. I think at the time, I just, was a huge fan of Mob Psycho 100. And so I was like, whoa, another cool, crazy, super powered, teen, fucking shit up. Hell yeah. But it was actually, much more darker than that. I was like, oh, that's actually really scary. Another cool little monster. This guy's crazy. Oh my god. He looks like he's puppeted by, a team of 6 people. Oh, here's when the Longlegs brain rot begins. I'm very sorry, people, if you don't like this movie, but I don't fucking care. So, I'm gonna share my brain rot with the class, and it's also my oh, hello. Look, even my kitty cat is here to defend me, being like, yes, share the brain rot, unabashedly, all the time, do it. But unfortunately, I tried to save my ticket stub, but I completely lost it, which is sad. But this is definitely when I just seen the movie. This is what turned into my Longlegs fan poster that I went, made a video about. I really enjoyed this little square of doodles. This is Ruth looking rough, and then this is the confrontation between Longlegs and Lee, and then of course Carter and Lee. Oh my gosh. I kind of wish that I did something like this, maybe with the red pouring out, and it's a mix of the cool eyes that they use for some of the posters and the DVD release. Mixed with the devil horns and Lee in there. But honestly, I think I was just at a point where I was like, I don't know if I have the skills to do that. So you know what? I'll just do the other one instead. And also, this is when I was catching up on Jujutsu Kaisen. I still need to fully catch up because I think I got distracted by other shows I was watching. But I love this cast of characters. I keep forgetting whenever I go back to this show just how funny their chemistry is. Truly, it's that's why I stay in Volume 0 land, because everyone's happy, no one's suffering and miserable, and we all just get to have fun and use our cool weird magic powers and fight demons. It's great. No one has to die. But I know the horrors that await me when I actually catch up, so I think I'm just stalling for the inevitable. But anyways, so look, he's laughing at me. You're laughing. You're laughing at my suffering. You think this is funny, Gojo. And then, oh, this is one of my favorite spreads, I think, in Sketchbook. I love these doodles of Hikari and Kenji and these little ones as well. And of course, Homelander and... Pardon? Sorry. Homelander. Are you sure about that? They're in, that one. And some gesture drawings. Funky Frog Bait. What are you doing here? Hanging out? That's cool. Glad you could be here. Then, this is cool. I think I might actually try and, digitalize this. Excuse me. That wasn't English at all. I think I might try and digitalize this. There we go. Then some Chainsaw Man. Lots of just different clashing fandoms all on one page. My goodness. We have Elden Ring, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Funky Frog Bait, The Boys. I like this one as well. This is a really fun page. Mega Man Battle Network. And this is supposed to be Mob, but it does just kind of look like a random student. But if I was wondering, this is a Mob. Then we have Reagan. It's Stephen Colbert telling you to like and subscribe. And then Gojo pointing to the next page. Ooh, lots of cool Elden Ring scribbles here. Godwin the Golden. Millennia. I really like this Millennia doodle right here. And then Melina, Mesmer, Ronnie, but like before the, you know, the shattering and stuff. I like to imagine she probably had her hair up in a messy bun all the time. And she just wandered around Raya Lucaria. Oh, this is my bingo sheet for when I went to drag brunch with my partner and some friends. Oh, probably like another character in Elijah and Clyde's like night troop. Off. Lots of off doodles. Not the last time you're gonna be seeing this guy. That's for sure. Oh, and this is when me and my friends, we did a Star Wars D&D one shot. It was like kind of the thing where there were like pre-made characters and stuff, but these were a few of them. Some of my other pals characters as well. Some I think this is just like a random final girl or something, because I was watching like a video about like, I don't know, like horror ARGs or something. It's more Batter, Zachary, and Bob. Oh my gosh, I love using this little like highlighter gel tip pen that I have. It's perfect. I love it so much. I don't know where I found it, so unfortunately, I don't know. Some more Zachary, of course, as always. More OC stuff. This I went OC Geth. Edgy little, you know, wizard elf. Oh, this is a storyboard for a potential animated, like, I don't know if it's called like a short film, but you know, an animatic short film thingy, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, it's kind of like a backstory for my other OC, Hikari, and just kind of, you know, who was he before, you know, he got like, you know, blue hair and stuff. Kind of just, you know, the contrast of him being like, I don't want to grow up. I want to just lounge around and watch old cartoons all day. Kind of coming up with a more, what is it, formal look to him before he dyed his hair. A beautiful Joe. Another Paul. This is a cool little design. I don't know what inspired this, but I like it. Oh, and same thing with these guys. I think I was just kind of mindlessly doodling and, you know, they appeared. And some Wirt, of course. Another cool little helmet there. And some sort of like Star Trek character as well. This looks cool. Oh my gosh, this is when Marvel Rivals came out. Phew! Good golly gee. I don't think I have ever both locked into a video game before, but also got so tilted by a video game before in my entire life. And that's saying something, because I love Dark Souls games and FromSoft games, and this game pushes my patience repeatedly every time. Yes, I am a Moon Knight main, and no, I will not apologize. And yeah, my Lord status is 100% because I just play him a lot. I just think he's neat, okay? Let me live. Let me throw my boomerangs in peace. But anyways, this isn't a Marvel Rivals rant. I like this doodle right here as well. This is from Pinterest. And some Iron Man. I think this is kind of like my small interpretation of like Iron Man a little bit. So that's Tony Stark. And this is Tony Stark from Iron Man 2. I don't know if anybody like noticed, but like when he picks up the strawberries from Pepper Potts, he just like stands there in the office just like in his baggy jeans and these strawberries. It's so funny. Some more random doodle stuff, and ooh, nice little hello, other OC of mine, Omega Man. Yes! More Longlegs doodles. I think I had just done a rewatch when I made these. Kari, just jam into some music. Craving a nice good old burger. And some Chrono Trigger doodles and off. Honestly, I think these are two of like my absolute favorite RPGs, like ever. That's enough about that. Gladiolus! Woo! Good lord. I just think he's neat. And some I think these are like my kind of interpretation of like traditional RPG enemies. Like, ah, you've encountered an imp and a slime. Oh, then, oh my god, Alphaba, Glinda. I think I just seen Wicked with my partner the time I doodled those. Ugh, I loved it. Oh, this is some cool conceptualizing another illustration and some cool skeleton thingy. Really cool. Ooh, this is when I just read Domu. Oh my gosh. Probably now like up there with one of my favorite comics and like one of my favorite manga of all time. It was so wonderful. Like just the hat with wings is such like, I don't know, a very like iconic visual, and the context behind it is very little creepy, but I like it. Oh, this is cute. I like this little doodle of Hikari. Oh, this is when I was trying to draw the hat from Domu. It's like this really cool like New York Giants hat, but it has like these silver just like wings on the side. And I'm like, damn, I low-key want this hat in real life. So I was trying to like draw. I was trying to like draw myself with it. And then just trying to like figure out how to draw it in general, because I'm like, you know what, that's cool. I like this idea of just a baseball cap with, you know, wings on it, which isn't like, I don't know, you know, groundbreaking, but it's cool. I like it. Lady holding a vase or a pitcher. Oh, this is conceptualizing a future horror comic that I've been working on, which I won't spoil anything. I don't want to say anything, but I'm very excited to work on it. Some cool knights. I think I was trying to conceptualize some what the armor, the knight armor would look like for Elijah and Clyde. I did have a design like a while ago, back when I had first started drawing them a lot in college. But I think now that I feel like my my abilities to draw more bigger armor pieces, armor sets, I'd like to try and find a much cooler or bulkier design if I can. Some more doodly stuff. Longlegs doodles, of course. Some just random characters here and there. I think this is the like a main character design that I thought of for the horror comic a few pages ago. Oh, and then I was trying to so this is like some Hayata doodles, but I was trying to like think of what would like Shabriri look like, because the only real thing we have of like what his appearance would look like is the Shabriri's woe. So I kind of was trying to think of, ooh, what would he look like, you know, in real life? And then this is Vike, but maybe with like his helmet off, just because, you know, cause he got burnt, he got held by those three fingers, but he had his armor on, so I'm like, his face is probably like got a gnarly like fingerprint scar. So trying to think of, you know, what would that look like? This guy's just barking, being like, hey, stop eating those eyeballs, they're not grapes, stop. And my partner, because I got them a cool those like cool like gas station like t-shirts with like wolves on them for Christmas. This is a cool like bug guy being experimented on. Some random faces, Hikari stuff. These are some dudes I saw on Twitter. I love their fashion, so I was like, you know what, I want to draw them. Oh, and I think this is Jerma's Elden Ring character. So I was watching his VODs. I like this page. I like the, I don't know, I like the style of all of these. They look really cool. I think it's because, actually, I know exactly why I was drawing in this style. I had just gotten this beauty. I got my first little, you know, figure, cool little figurine for my desk. I was very inspired by the art style. More off, of course. Ooh, this is when I started a new Elden Ring OC character, Knavin, because I really want to do a Frenzied Flame run. I haven't yet, but I have always wanted to, but I don't want to do it with Thaedric because I have this whole, like, I don't know, like, arc in my mind, and I feel like it's already completed with him. I was like, oh, he's like, you know, like a Dragonborn character who's literally, like, gone to, like, the ends of, you know, the lands between and, like, you know, completed his mission. So it's like, I don't want him to burn everything down just because I feel like his sacrifice for his journey was his mind and body by doing, you know, the dragon community. But this time, I want there to be someone who does have good like kind of get a bad ending. I want there to be someone who does have good intentions, turn out to just like, you know, what is it? Let chaos take the world, as they say. Oh, this is conceptualizing more stuff for my little horror comic. More Zachary, him pushing his little, probably his little like merch cart of things. I really like these two. I think they definitely show like the duality of his personality when he puts the masks on. This is like, I don't know, he's a bit more intimidating, I've noticed, when he puts the cat mask on, but when he has the frog mask on, he's much more like, you know, how much you wanna trade me for some meat or some silver tickets? You know, that sort of thing. Ooh, Fantastic Four! I think this was when the movie trailer was just released, or I think the Fantastic Four was like finally like, you know, getting all the buzz and all that. But I really love the Fantastic Four movie. I thought it was really cool. I love their suits. I love that they're real, tangible suits and not just CG and stuff. So I drew them, but then I thought of like, you know, Spider-Man when he was part of the Fantastic Four for like, you know, the brief little time that he was. And then Nova, I will say, I think he's like definitely my favorite Marvel superhero for sure. I love his powers, I love his origin, and his design is freaking sick as hell. So honestly, I remember like as a kid, I would see Nova comics, but for whatever reason, you know, I just wasn't allowed to read comics at that time. But now that I'm an adult and I have adult money, I can do whatever I want. So I've been trying to read up on, you know, Nova as much as I can, because I think he's just a really cool hero. And I hope he gets added to the Marvel Rivals roster. A little statue study from Pinterest. And oh my goodness gravy! That's it! Ended it with the cool, like, sci-fi knight lady. And like a Inquisitor or like a Knight of Revan or something from Star Wars. But that is it. I think that's all. Oh, there's like this thing. Oh, ooh, this was kind of my notes that I did for my what is it? Obsidian Blood and Bone animatic that I posted a while ago. But yeah. And then this is, oh, this was actually initially what Kanawa was going to be like. He was going to be a much more I would say like bad guy coded character just right from the get-go, but instead I wanted him to be sweet and have a character descent. So that's what this was, just kind of some lore OC building and whatnot. But that is it, one and all. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was fun or entertaining, and I hope it wasn't too you know, painfully rambly, but this was really fun. This was actually I don't know why, I think I was like expecting there to be more duds or like cringy art in here, but I actually really enjoyed looking through this. It kind of sparked some new inspiration for me and a creative drive that, you know, I'm like, you know what, there's a lot of untapped potential in here and ideas that I feel very confident to, you know, give them a try again. So anyways, you know what, I think I'll go get started on that right now. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can head on over to my Patreon, patreon.com/radsroom. That's where I post, you know, sketchbook doodles, whips, things that I'm working on that I don't post online. Early access to videos such as this. And yeah. So anyways, until next time, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.